Good morning, biology students. It's me, Mr. Cheney, with another brilliant tutorial. This is for you students who were not here yesterday, February 11th, when we went through the textbook Interactivity. Here on the screen, Interactivity, Prokaryotes versus Eukaryotes. So this is just to get you kind of on the way and started so that you can get caught up with the class that was here yesterday. So where do we find this? It's on the textbook, online textbook, saw this, and you can get there through this direct link on Google Classroom. So on our Google Classroom right here, we've been working through the section on celled organisms, and the interactivity we're talking about is this one right here, number 1, Prokaryotes versus Eukaryotes. So you can click right there, it'll get you to here, and this is what the interactivity looks like. So there are 5 screens to navigate through. And the first screen is informational, so it goes through, kind of tells you the difference between prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells. This one all talks about nucleus versus no nucleus, smaller versus bigger and more complex, and talks about multicellular organisms and the categories that they are found in plants, animals, and fungi. Screen 2. You need to click on these and actually read through these. If you don't click on these, then the textbook will not give you credit for going through these screens. So make sure you read about the DNA loop for prokaryotes and read about the DNA for the eukaryotes. And now we have a typical prokaryotic cell, smaller, so this is just like a filter that shows you the difference between the two. So once again, the main difference that you want to note is that the size is much different, 1 to 5 micrometers versus 10 to 100 micrometers, and then eukaryotic cells has organelles, including the nucleus. And then on screens 4 and 5 is where we're going to be answering questions. So it tells us to look at the images over here, and each of these is either going to be a prokaryotic or eukaryotic. You've got 4 questions to answer, and it'll grade. So cell A, cell B, cell C, cell D. So A, B, C, D. Okay, so cell type A, B, C, D are all shown in there. We're looking for nucleus cells for eukaryotic, and the ones that are single-celled with no nucleus would be prokaryotic. So those are the 2 choices that you'll see here. And then lastly, we are just matching this Venn diagram. So the 2 in the middle is what they share. These 2 are what eukaryotic cells have and prokaryotics do not, and vice versa. These 2 are what prokaryotics have and eukaryotics do not. So I'll give you one. Eukaryotic cells have an enclosed DNA, because that's the nucleus. Okay, so other than that, it's up to you to get those done. Once you're finished with those questions, you're going to see like a check mark up here, and once they're all completed, see these aren't checked because I didn't answer all the questions, then you will turn it in from here and I will see the score in Google Classroom. And that is what you missed yesterday, and hopefully that'll get you on your way and caught up before the end of the period. I'll see you back in class.